I've been trying to figure out what is the difference between this show and Seinfeld. One reason I hate Seinfeld. There's a couple of reasons. The biggest reason I hate Seinfeld is there's no emotional stakes, and I just can't get into a comedy when there's no emotional stakes. I know that like Family Guy, what are the emotional stakes? It had heart in early seasons. Simpsons had heart in early seasons. That's the difference, right? Maybe later they turn into soulless zombies and nobody gives a shit about each other. They don't. They really don't give a fuck. And that's why I stopped watching The Simpsons. That's why I never really got into Family Guy. I watched like a first season or some shit. And American Dad had heart a little bit. I've seen 2 seasons of American Dad, and every now and then it has some sincerity because Seth MacFarlane gets it. You have to have some modicum of realness, sincerity between the characters, or it's just a bunch of cardboard characters, basically South Park, cardboard characters slamming into each other and cutting each other down, and their shenanigans. And you'll laugh, but you're never. The show isn't going to stick with you. Is probably the best way to put it, right? Like, you'll laugh, you'll still laugh, but there's just a deeper level of comedy. There's like levels to this shit, right? If the characters care about each other, if the show is sincere about that, there is just a deeper level of comedy that can be mined. That you just can't do it if it's a soulless, you know, nobody gives a shit. Like a bunch of psychopaths walking around, literally no feeling, no caring for any other human being on Earth. There's only so much humor you can get out of that. Malcolm in the Middle is hilarious because these characters care about each other. They do some heinous things sometimes, but they care about each other. So I could just never get it. Like, they're 4 psychopaths, man, sociopaths, whichever one that like has no emotion, right? And how can you spend 10 years with somebody and just literally not give a shit? Like, that's hard to believe, right? I mean, we have the parasocial crap, right? Like, you can. It's an interesting thing. I first bumped into the concept of parasocial with the Hello Internet podcast, which is 2 guys talking, and it's a CPG Gray or whatever his name is, and then there's another guy who did Number File. They're two well-known, famous, and YouTube quarters YouTubers who get together to do a podcast, and it ran for like several years. It's defunct now, but like, it was a really good podcast. But they talked about how unusual it is that you would have 2 people having a conversation, other people listening to the conversation, but not contributing to it. It's not that has never happened in the history of humanity. 200 years ago, if you're hearing 2 people have a conversation, you're in the same room with them, you can contribute. You can say something. You can add to it if you want to. Now, if you're in a bar and they're at the next table, you probably are not going to, but then you're not going to hear the whole conversation. And sometimes people do. Oh, by the way, I've seen that show. Yeah, thanks, great. And then they keep going, right? Like, so now, only in the past 15 years, in all of recorded history, the 100,000 years that we've had civilization, now, for the first time, 2 people can have a conversation, and a third person can listen, and the first 2 people have no idea they exist. They don't know jack shit. They don't know that person's there. So you can hear these 2 people have hundreds of hours of conversations. And they don't know you from Adam. They couldn't pick you up on it. They're not aware. I mean, they're aware people are listening, but they're not aware you specifically. Margaret Hamilton, living in Essex, you specifically, you're 35 years old, you're married, and you have 2 kids and a dog. You are listening to this podcast. They have no idea. They don't know, right? So this is the first time it's ever happened. So our brains are not wired to listen to other people talk continuously for hundreds of hours and not feel some kind of emotional connection, not feel like there's something there, right? We're not wired to do that. It's unnatural. It's never happened in the 100,000 years of civilization. We can't sit there and listen to 2 people talk for that amount of time and not feel something, not feel some sense of familiarity. That's where parasocial comes from. You know, and that really turned the light on in my head. I was like, wow, I really get it. I understand. We all feel it. If we have a functioning, healthy psyche, we're gonna feel attached to these people because we are not wired to hear people talk, engage with them, and listen to what they're saying, and spend this much time with them, and feel nothing. We're just not wired to do that because it's never happened in 100,000 years, right? So, my point in all this is, if I can sit there and listen to a podcast, and I ran for, I think, 150 episodes, each podcast is 2 hours long. So, we're talking 300 hours. If I can sit there and listen to 2 men talk for 300 hours and feel attached to them, and I did, I felt attached to them. I had some parasocial shit going on, right? If I can do that for 2 people I've never met, will never meet, and will never interact with, I will never send them a message that they will read. They were getting millions of downloads. People would send them messages, but they weren't seeing jack shit because there's just too many people, right? They will never know I exist. They will never receive a single message from me. We will never have a single interaction. But I feel some parasocial shit going, right? I feel emotionally connected to these 2 men because I listened to them for so long. If that can happen, how is it possible to literally spend all day, every day with 4 other human beings in the bar, in the house, walking around, interacting with them all day, every day for 15 years, and you feel nothing for these people? When the normal person with the healthy psyche can feel emotionally connected. I would feel sad if one of these 2 men died. I've never met them. I will never meet them. I'll never have an interaction with them. I would be sad if they died, right? I would be sad if they lost a baby or lost a dog. Like one of them did lose a dog, and I felt bad. I feel that for people I will never interact with, and you've been interacting with these people for 15 fucking years, and you're going to tell me you feel nothing. They could be hit by a car and be put in a hospital for 2 months and you feel nothing. Right? See, that's not normal. I think our brains reject that. I think we divorce ourselves from that. We partition that from reality. It bounces us out of the story. And the thing is, the reason why this show and Seinfeld and a couple other shows are so fucking cynical, South Park probably too. I don't know if I've seen enough to judge that, but they're so fucking cynical, they're so removed, and there's no emotional connection whatsoever, is because of all those 80s, probably 70s, and 90s sitcoms where that's all it was. It was all sentimentality. It was all feelings. Like, I love you, I let you down, I'm sorry. And it was just everybody was up in their feelings at all times in the 80s sitcoms. We're here to laugh, and all you're doing, we're crying all the time. It's a after school special lesson every week. Oh, you shouldn't lie about your friends. You should defend your friends when they're not around, and all this crap that we got in the 80s sitcoms, right? So I think this was a counterculture rebellion against the sentimentality. The pendulum swung too far the other way. So instead of we feel everything about everybody, anybody we've ever crossed paths with, we feel deeply emotional about. We go from that to, you could be on fire and we won't piss on you. You know what I mean? Like, the pendulum swung all the way the other way. Can we be somewhere else? It's somewhere, maybe not in the middle, but somewhere, within the spectrum? Can we have, maybe there's 3 people we care about, and we don't give a shit about anybody else in the world, but can there be 3 people we care about? That's what I think the problem is. So that's why I absolutely hate Seinfeld. I just can't, I get nothing out of it, man. I've watched a few episodes here and there. It's funny. It doesn't stay with me. I could probably watch an episode I've seen before and not even remember it, right? Because they're 4 psychopaths. They spent 11 years with each other. They don't give a fuck about each other, man. They literally wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. They don't care. How can you do this? How can you have no feeling for these people you spend all this time with? I mean, coworkers, probably a good example would be coworkers. You spend all this time in the office with people, and yeah, you're not going to go to their weddings. You probably won't ever see them or talk to them again after you leave the office. You've been with them for 8 years, but you feel something. Come on, man. How do you not feel anything for these people when you spent this much time with them? I don't know, but I think if you could just engineer a sitcom, Always Sunny is funny, and I guess Seinfeld is funny, and some of these other, South Park is definitely funny. But if you can engineer a sitcom with that amount of cynicism and that biting wit and that scathing social satire, but then the people care about each other a little bit, just a little bit, that would probably be the perfect show. So the negative for Always Sunny is they don't really seem to give a shit. But here's the thing. The point about it, I know it's a long intro. I'll make sure the other one's just non-existent. We'll keep it really short. But the point of this is, I hate Seinfeld for this reason, but somehow I don't hate Always Sunny for this reason. Like, because these people don't give a shit about each other at all, like at all. Sociopaths, right? So why do I care? Why do I like the show? Like, I was supposed to record yesterday. I'm actually late doing this, and I actually felt like, damn man, I'm not gonna have time for Always Sunny today. That sucks. I've been looking forward to that shit, and having to wait till the next morning to record it, that actually sucks. And so I was missing it. So I definitely like the show. Not just that it's funny and not just I'm paid to do it. I like it. I enjoy the 2 episodes I get every 2 weeks. So what is it about this that is missing from Seinfeld when they're pretty much the same shit? I know structurally they're different, and the kind of humor they're going for is different. Seinfeld's a lot more observational, but that's just the details. I think the spirit and the soul of the shows are almost virtually identical. Seinfeld would be this if it had started 10 years later, I believe. And the only thing I can think of, it has to be the personal charisma of the actors. Or there's something I'm missing. Like, because if there was some little tiny hint that these people cared about each other at all, maybe I picked up on it and I don't consciously acknowledge it. I don't know. I don't know. But, like, there's something there. There's something about this show that has gotten into me that never did with Seinfeld. Didn't do it with South Park. South Park's funny, but I don't give a shit about it. Like, I'm not connected to it. I don't miss it. I haven't seen an episode in a year. I don't care. Like, if I'm paid to watch it tomorrow, I'll watch it tomorrow. If I'm not, I'm not going to miss it tomorrow. I would miss once we get to the point where, because there's a point where it starts to suck that Alice is going to have me stop watching. I'll probably miss it unless it had gone downhill enough at that point. I don't know, but I feel like one of my jobs is to analyze media and analyze why you feel the way you do. And this one's a stumper. I can't really nail down what it is about this that separates it from the other shows that are like it. So I just find that interesting. Okay, one more thing real quick. I think I'm maybe a second late. I started the screen recording. I've started screen recording these anyway because the streaming thing, it'll hang up and it'll buffer, and it's just, and I have to stop and start like 4 times for a 22-minute episode. It's really annoying. When I screen record, that never happens. So it's the fact that my what I use to record myself interferes with the streaming. I don't know why. I have no idea, but it does clearly. But sometimes it'll start a little bit late. So we're probably about 1 second in. You can see the dialogue has already started. Typically, they'll start with the black screen, and then after about a second, the dialogue come in. So I'm a little bit late. Just let it run for like 1 second and then stop it, and we should be close enough. So I don't have time to like re-record the beginning for like what's literally 1 second. So we can work with it. All right, let's go ahead. This is episode 5 of season 5, and we're going on 1. 3, 2, 1. I see. Jesus. So she's getting married, huh? What a psycho. They'll bring out another 5. You're not a good liar. You're out. She's got your number, man. He does salt, yes. He does salt. I thought you knew. On the seashore. Yeah, he's on the seashore. Yeah, we know where they're going with this. Just get out. Dumbass. That was bad. You are terrible. Why are you here? So you must be getting married, right? Wow, she's the fucking worst. Look at her. Yeah, that was a big hang up, apparently. Hey, what's the problem with that? Why would you give her the time of day? Literally the time of day. Wow, she admitted it. That's what I figured. Yep. I don't know. It feels very non-traditional. Oh my god! No fucking shot. How dare you? Hopefully that means she'll be out of the fucking show forever. Now, see, this is a plot development I can get into. It's got to be the charisma of the actors, because I'm just riveted by the all four of them for sure. I mean, Danny DeVito is fine, but I've known him for so long, known him, you know, that's probably just the inertia of having watched him in various roles for 30 years. But the other four, it's their charisma. It has to be, because she's just cracking me up just being her. Look at these fucking days. Like I said, seriously? That is the biggest fucking nest. How'd they not see that being built? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh shit, you don't want that drama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck this. Bees are fine. Fuck no. Just yeah, you should handle that. He wants wasp eggs. You fucking idiot. That's right. Oh, they're hornets. That's even worse. Yeah. See, like those assholes wouldn't even go in a room with her, man. Sociopaths. Dude, who the hell are you talking to? Yeah, very uncomfortable. We don't want to know. Yeah, I see. So why do you care? That's a good question, right? Really? Oh no. No, we won't. That's kind of what I'm wondering too. Yeah. You've been hearing the fans say that her storylines suck. Man, so you do care. Oh, okay. Yeah, see. I almost believe she cared. See? Okay. Case in point. Okay. For for 2 minutes I thought she cared. Oh, well, that is outrageous. That would be relevant. Fair enough. Fat chance. Yeah. Hey, why? No shot. Fuck the wedding. Just distract him till it's over. Who cares if she gets married? I want her to get married so she get the fuck off the show, man. They've been hearing fan feedback. That's what that's about. You really are the biggest. But the eggs, though, you can get the eggs and make an omelet. Don't get sucked in. Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't. Even if she wasn't getting married, no, you don't. we, we. Yes, I do. Look as high as possible. Are they? Yeah, you know what? Oh, Jesus. Just as is. Don't ask any follow up questions. You know what's funny about that? He only wore that once on one book. In one short story, he wore the hat once. Oh shit! I don't know why that became Sherlock Holmes' look. They don't give a shit. Oh boy, milk steak. The fuck is milk steak? That's some shit they made up. Oh wow, you didn't put any dislikes. You might as well just do this yourself. People's needs do suck. Yeah, asking him's worthless. It's actually counterproductive. Oh Jesus, what a dumbass! There it is. Yeah, how you gonna park though? Oh, she don't give a fuck. That's right. I'm gonna hit on your boyfriend right in front of you while blocking traffic. Nice try. There you go. Nice try. Run her car off the road. Well, she's really trying. Drop me a text sometime. You're a fucking idiot. Dude, road rage, man. That would have been a really good case for road rage. I don't even think the jury would have convicted him. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. The fuck is happening? Oh, the food thing. Oh, Jesus. Great. You better remember. She's motivated. That's really good motivation. Oh, Jesus. God almighty, man. I barely bounced back from Talk to Me, man. And they're pulling this shit. I bet she did. Yep, you can already see the cracks. They're definitely getting broken up. The show isn't going to get marry her off because they want to keep the plot line going for the next 15 fucking years. So they're not going to marry the waitress off. I might as well stop hoping. Wow. That was you. That was you. The- yeah, you, by the way. That's right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Just fucking leave. She's already asleep. Nice playing. You need better minions. Uh, do you like her being a lawyer? Feels like a mistake. I can't imagine him doing his taxes, filling out insurance forms. How does he get through life? I can't even imagine him buying shoes. Yeah. That's 500 pounds. Really? Any amount? It's the charisma, man. Look at these guys, man. They're incredible. Just the look on his face when he looked scared when they were talking about. He's like, I was really nervous. That's right. Just the look on his face, man. It's the charisma. Not so much with Danny. The old woman over there. Damn. Really? They're they're the same age? Are you shitting me? The waitress looks like 5 to 10 years older than D. Great. Four of us. That's what that was about. The only reason he was invited. Yeah. That's right. Get me paid, bitch. Yeah, we're out of here. This was terrible. She's had a couple good plans. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. That would actually probably improve Wendy's. You did. Really? Yeah, your dignity. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, they didn't have much time left, I guess. You poor woman. No. Didn't even notice. Oh, shit. Imagine coming to a date bleeding. That's something I've never actually contemplated. Yeah, she see the way she looked at it when he handed it back to her. I saw the subtitle. I saw the subtitle before you said it. I was like, what the actual fuck? What was he trying to say? Therapist? Was he trying to say? Oh, philanthropist. Yeah, I can't pronounce it either. So yeah, dude. Yeah, it's time to go. That's pretty much a non-starter. No, he doesn't. He has a 1 in 1,000 shot, and that's if she's drunk. She's gone, man. Why the hell would she entertain this for one more second? She's still here. more sweaty now than he was before. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Just leave. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Wow. Arrest this man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Here's a poll. Who blew it the most? You can say any of the three of them did. Oh, Jesus. We were just trying to distract you. Yeah, now he is going to kill you, by the way. He wasn't going to before. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I thought that was Charlie. Uh, please stop talking. Yeah, me neither. Yeah. Oh, they're getting rid of all the weapons. Okay. Oh, they're arming themselves. That's even better. Shit. Really? Sure he is. Yeah, the congratulatory gift is a coffin. Yeah, he's more mature than anybody else in the show in this moment. Well, that sucks. Take it anyway. He's getting them back one girl at a time. Oh shit. So guess who's engaged now? That is brilliant. Excellent. Is it? Oh, it's a wasp nest. It's a wasp nest, man. That's kind of sweet. That's kind of sweet, man. He's actually taking up for her a little bit, even though she's clearly a horrible person. So, okay, so milkshake is not a real thing. I suspected. Shows will do that. They'll just make up something random, you know, and it sounds just plausible enough it might work. What's interesting about this is a waitress apparently is just as much trash as D is, at least in high school. Now I know we can change, and I'm sure I was an asshole to people in high school. Like shit rolls downhill. People are assholes to me. I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't remember. It wasn't anything like like a campaign against another kid like some of these bullies are. But I'm sure they're get the fuck out of my way or some shit. I don't know. But maybe I laughed at somebody. I don't know. I don't remember. But it sounds like this was somebody who was just perpetually ridiculing him, just like D was and all these other women were. And I don't know how you be getting against get revenge against the guys. Yeah, I guess the waitress is terrible too. So I feel less bad about her persecution on this show. Now that we know she's trash too. Also, I love that was my intro, and then in the episode, unironically, with full sincerity, I actually believed that Dee cared about Charlie, and then had that rug pulled out from underneath me immediately. That was hilarious. I love that so much. I actually fell for it. I fell for the cheese. I actually believed she gave a shit, despite what I'd just been saying. So that shows how this show can suck you in, right? And then at the end, I was kind of like almost falling for it again. I was like, oh, Charlie gets revenge because the waitress got her feelings hurt. It's just about his obsession. It's obsession, not love. It's obsession, not caring, right? So that's what that is. So I'm not going to fall for that. Yeah, this was, man, my intro was right on time.